Next up on a seat apart, Last House on the Left. Fitzy, what did you think of Last House on the Left?
Paul, that's a good question. I can't say I enjoyed it, but that's not to say I didn't like the movie. This is a tough movie to watch, okay? You got these two girls that go into town, they want to buy a little weed, who hasn't done that before, but they find the wrong family to ask, and they get themselves in trouble. They get taken to the woods, terrible things happen to them. I don't know, some would say this is too violent. I mean, it's so real watching what happens to these girls. You could say it's too overboard, it's too awful, but you know what? You need that awful, you need that violence to make what happens to the bad guys at the end that much more enjoyable to watch. Kind of like Clockwork Orange. You need to see how bad Alex is to make the end of the movie even work. Same with this movie. It's an excellent remake as far as remakes go. Much better in my opinion than the 1972 version. And without a doubt, the best use of a microwave as a weapon since 1984's Gremlins. Still a classic in my book. Check out Last House on the Left. I'm Fitz. Back to you, Paul.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Let's go to the next man, X-Man, Colin Kelley.
Last House on the Left. I was actually looking forward to reviewing this movie. You know, it's a horror movie. Wes Craven's name was out in it, and I was expecting to see a nice slasher flick. Unfortunately, it did not deliver, and I'm a pretty good reviewer when it comes to horror movies. I'm to like reviewing horror movies like the New York Yankees that are using steroids. I'm pretty damn good at it. On reviewing this, I'm gonna have to say it was more of a disturbing movie than an actual horror movie. I didn't enjoy it. Wasn't my cup of tea. I actually felt a little dirty after I went home and took a nice long shower. That being said, I gotta say, the X did not mark the spot. But you know, if you like those type of films, go out and see it. If you don't, take it from me. Parents just don't understand.
So it's definitely no Nightmare on Elm Street, I guess, right? All right, thanks a lot, X-Man. Next up, we have Matty W. Kelley. Irish Assassin, what'd you think of Last House on the Left?
Horror movies aren't really my bag, but let me say I really did enjoy this film. It had everything. Whatever you needed for a horror film, it had. It had horror, it had action, it had rape, it had murder, it had violence, it had more rape. It also had a little, just a little bit more rape at the end too.
Oh yeah, you said rape twice.
I like rape. Tony Goldwyn's in this movie. This guy was a mad dog in this movie. He was a mad dog in Ghost too, but he was a mad dog in a good way in this. Other than that, I'm gonna have to send everyone out there to see it. Bring your kids, as long as they're over 17 or 18 years old. But I loved it. Please go see it. Paul Fortey, thank you for bringing this for me.
All right, boys, thank you very much for your take on Last House on the Left.